we're on. Well, welcome everybody. And tonight what we're going to do, hopefully, I got a funny feeling that what we're going to start doing tonight or start sharing with you tonight as it sort of rolls out, I think it will literally change every aspect of your life financially, because it is going to be, I think, a brilliant adjunct into the toolbox. So look, building a network, we all get into these things for different reasons, and sometimes we get in and we want to just feel good. We want the health benefit of the product. And in the beginning, certainly that was why we got in. And that's simply because I was that busy and buried under a mountain of debt, I couldn't see anything else. I didn't see the business side of it until, probably 4 years later on after getting in. So, but then once we understand the business, because see, you got to understand, I've been involved, successfully involved in 2 other networks, where the first one we were in for, oh God, I don't know, a lot of years, couple of decades or more. And we've been able to educate our kids in private schools. Corinne and I had traveled around the world. I think we did 28 overseas trips or something, done all sorts of stuff. And that was good. The second one, we weren't in for quite as long, but we were still making, $2,000 or $3,000 a week, which back then was good money. And now today, with Isogenics, the way that their compensation plan works, the way their products work is staggering. And in all of that, you combine that. And what we need is a toolbox with enough tools or specific tools in it to be able to appeal to the broadest section of the market that we can possibly find. And so what I've done is I've been putting a little bit of energy in to working out some stuff so as to help everybody move forward, so you get to your goals, you get to your dreams quicker. Now, so let me explain. This is what we've got here is 30 years of networking experience. And between Trevor Chatham and I, if we doubled that up, that's 60 years of experience in the industry. So, and we've seen a few things that don't work. We've seen a few things that do work. And you learn probably more from the things that don't work than you do from the things that do work. And so I guess what I'll do is, as you know, there's another presentation on tonight that is on Trevor and Linda's Zoom call from a young lady in Melbourne, going through the presentation, a version of Trevor's presentation for the younger ones, the 18 to 35s, right? And it's the same basic plan, but it's just got different terminology and different pictures on it, just as the variations of Trev's plan that I tweaked and twisted. And as it turns out, Trev's asked me if I could send them all over to him, so I've done that. He goes, mate, we've got to adapt. We've got to put this one in. So he likes some of the stuff we've done as well. So what I did was, I understand that in any industry, for it to be really, really good, it has to have systems. If you don't have a system, then whatever you're doing is 100% reliant upon your energy and your abilities to perform. So if you get crook and you can't work, you're out of dollars. You can only work so many hours a week. I know, I found out the maximum was around about 108 on a continuous basis. After 108 hours, for about 4 months, I can tell you, you crash. Right? You just crash. Your body can't do it anymore. So then we needed systems. Now, we've got a thing called the FSI system, which Trevor has built a brilliant website. and it's got incredible tools and information and structures in there that we can read and learn and work with. But give me a little bit of a wave if contacting people, you know, it's a bit of a struggle for you to know what to say or what to show them, or what do you do at a point of contact. Give us a bit of a wave if that's a bit of an issue with you. Yeah, right? So we can't show anyone the plan until we contact them. Right? Now we can make a list, and we'll go through some of this in a minute. We can make a list as long as your arm is. If we're not comfortable with approaching people, then the list is useless, right? Now, I've got a couple of very, very basic verbal contacts that I love using. I like talking to people about, you know, how you're going, how's your job? Boy, you must really love working there. You've been there for 10 years. No, I hate the stinking place, but I just can't find anything better, right? And if that was the sort of response I got, my verbal approach would be, look, this is just a shot in the dark, but are you open to having a look at another income stream? Well, hell, it depends on what it is. Now, you've got to expect people are going to ask, what is it? Right? How would you like to have a 2-minute video answer for them right there and then? Right? What is it? Well, hang on. Let me get this. I'll show you. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to share screen, and I'm going to bring up that one. Now, can everybody see that? Yes? No? Hang on. Yeah, good. I'll just get it a bit bigger. There we go. All right. Now, so if there's an unlimited income available that is also a royalty type income, now what that means is once you've got this ticking over, whether you turn up, whether you do anything, whether you sponsor any more people or not, the money keeps rolling in. That's royalty-based income. Do you want to know how to get it? If the answer to that is a yes, then there's some basics. Now, we're probably all using the products. That's because you're on here. If you weren't using the products, I don't think you'd be bothered on, right? Now, like I said before, make a list. The key to making a list, and I can guarantee you this because I made the mistake of prejudging a lot of people right back in the beginning of my networking career. And when I say I prejudged a lot of people, I prejudged 4 that went diamond, another 6 that went direct. That was about $3 million a year in bonuses I didn't get because they got in with somebody else because I prejudged them. If you know them, I don't care how rich, how broke, I don't care who they are, doctor, lawyer, beggar man, thief. If you know them, don't prejudge them. Make a list, write them down. Don't rely on your memory. It's a terrible thing. Contact people. Well, we need to know how to contact people, and we're going to come back to that. Then we've got to learn how to show the plan, share the program. All right? Now, I've got to ask a question down here. Do mechanics have more than one tool to fix your car? And if Adam Chesney was on, he'd go, no, I'll drive a Ford. They don't need fixing. But Adam's not there, so I'd say he needs a whole damn toolbox because he's got a Ford in the workshop, right? So anyway, just a bit of fun. Do fishermen have more than one hook and more than one bait? Does a golfer have more than one club? Tiger Woods needs a heap because he keeps smashing them against trees and chucking them in the drink and everywhere else. But so we understand the principle for mechanics to have many tools. We understand the fisherman to have many tools. We understand the golfer should have many tools. Well, if we're talking about an unlimited income ability, would it not make sense for us to have more than one or two tools? Something that we can, so you wouldn't use, for the golfer would not use a wood for a putting tool. He's got a putting iron specifically designed to putt the ball. But that putting iron wouldn't get the ball too far down the green. He needs a driver for that. Okay? So different tools for different situations. We understand that concept, correct? Correct. Then it stands to reason we'd need various tools to achieve our dreams. You see, we're dealing with three specific groups of people who all, A, are in different parts of their life experience. They all have different concepts of what they think life is or should be. And to go and talk to them with just one tool, I think, is a mistake, because one size does not fit all. And particularly today, we could break those sections down even more if we wanted to. Like, we could break it down to young mums, we could break it down to professionals, we could keep breaking it down, but we're just going to work with those three basics for now. All right. And then you've got the 50s and over, you know, old farts, boffs, boring old farts like me, right? We were told, right? Think about this. We were told that if we went and got a job and we worked 40 hours a week for 40 years and we had a superannuation policy, that we would retire rich, right? That's what we were told. Now it's compulsory to have super. And you talk to anybody today with superannuation, and it's not cutting the mustard the way they believed that it should or could. There's a couple of real simple factors for that. Is they leave their super in the hands of thieves who play with other people's money, and it doesn't matter whether they lose it or not. Trouble is, you're on the end of that. And interest rates are so low that, you know, a snail could walk over them without a bump. So what I want to do is, now I want to introduce you to a tool. And this tool, I think, might just revolutionize a lot of what we're going to do, because now we've basically got a plan for the 18 to 30-year-olds. That's what's being played tonight. Trevor went through it on Monday night. The plan that we've actually got working with now, I think, is more relevant to the 30 to 50-year-old age brackets. And we will have in the very near future another version for the 50 plus, which is more focused towards youthful aging, backing up your superannuation, all that sort of gear, right? So in doing that, let's have a look at a new tool that we might be able to use. So when you go and talk to people and they say, you might use whatever your approach is, but like I said, my favorite one is, well, look, this is just a shot in the dark, mate, but, you know, are you open to looking a way to picking up a few extra dollars? Well, yeah, but what is it? Right? What is it? Now, give me a wave if you've ever had somebody ask you, what is it? Yeah, of course. Right? That is a video business card. I'll see if I can bring it up a bit bigger for us, guys. Let me see. I don't know that I can here. Hang on, I just got to get this out of the road. Go to view. And I'll take that up to 150. All righty. Okay, that's a video business card, right? So about the same size as a business card, but as you can see, it's a bit thicker. It's, you know, it's probably about an inch thick, not quite, right? A bit under an inch. It's got a two and a half inch screen on it, square screen, and it's got a speaker. And when you open the top, when you flip open the top, the video starts playing automatically. All right. So we can run a 2 to 3 minute video as a contacting tool. Right at the point of contact, you will know where the people are in relation to their level of interest. And there will be 3 separate videos for the 3 different brackets of age group. There will be the 3 plans to match the contacts, and they will have the same basic fundamentals in them, but they will be geared towards a specific age group information. So what would one of these little videos look like, perhaps? Right? Well, what I could do is I could send you all out a copy of the video. Right? Now, don't use the video because this is just the first rough draft. Okay, it's just the first rough draft. But I'll run through it this way. Let me stop sharing the screen there. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to put that down there. And drop that. Now I'm going to share the screen again. I'm going to walk through each of the slides that are on the video to give you a rough idea of what it is we're talking about and how it would work. Right? So we share screen. We go and get this. We open that up. Right? So we've made a contact and they've said, yeah, well, what is it? Or what are you doing these days? Or however it works for you, right? And this starts playing and it'll say, hi, thanks for your time. The fact that you're watching this means that you're possibly in the looking zone, where when they've asked the question, sure, you know, yeah, I'll be interested in making some more money, but what is it? They are in the looking zone. We're just reaffirming to them that they are, in fact, in the looking zone. Just a couple of questions, if I may. Has your income gone up in the last 5 years to match the increase in food costs, power costs, and fuel costs? Of course not. We know that. And have you cut back on doing some of the things you love doing because of either the lack of time or money? Of course they have. And has any of the above caused you any stress or tension? Are they just lucky, or is there a system? I'm sure that you're aware that there are people from all walks of life and various age groups who just seem to be the lucky ones. You know, they just have lots of nice things, they travel, they just seem to cruise through life. They're not lucky, they think differently. And they understand that trading hours for dollars mean that their lifestyle is controlled by how many hours per week they can work and how many dollars per hour the boss will pay. And we know that they're looking for more money because they just told us so. Are you open to, you know, mate, this is just shot in the dark, but are you open to looking at a way to make more money? Hell yes. They've told us. They found a system that they could embrace that would create an ongoing source of income without capital risk. A system multiplies the effort of all involved. A system can be duplicated around the world. And when you have a system, your income is no longer dependent on your personal ability to perform. And a system can create a situation where you can have both time and money. We are a global system with a proven financial results with $6 billion in sales. thousands of everyday people are earning between $600 a week right through to more than 50 grand a week. And you could join them if you want. And that's for you guys too. You can join them if you want. That amount of extra income would be great, wouldn't it? This could change everything for you. We are partnered with the world leaders in clean nutritional food. We work on the basis that everyone eats foods. Combine these two things with the FSI geometric progression system, and you have an amazing financial opportunity. Okay, the ball's now in your court. Either set a time with the person sharing this introduction clip with you to see the full program so as that you can make a fully informed decision, or say no thanks and just hope that things will somehow improve for you. Either way, thanks for your time. All righty. Now, that runs for about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And we're going to be able to have that on those little video cards. You're going to be able to have it on your phone. You're going to be able to have it on as an email outlet, linked to a YouTube clip. You're going to be able to use it any way you like. And we're going to have one for the younger ones and one for the older ones. And that's just the middle of the road one. So now what I want to do is I want to unmute everybody. Mark, you've got a lot of static going on there, mate. I've just had to mute you again. So, all right. So anybody got any comments, any remarks, any rough ideas, theories on life?
I think that, yeah, I think that'd be fabulous, because we all dread that question, what is it?
Yeah.
Because how do you explain the enormity of what we do in just a few words? And whether you pick the right words or not depends whether they're going to look at the program or not. So if we've got a tool that covers everything in a few minutes, how great is that?
Yep.
Yeah, I reckon it's brilliant. It
Now,
does prick with the question, but
yeah.
Yeah. And the way
100% agree. It's fantastic.
We work with world leaders in nutrition.
Yep.
So I like that section too, and together with FSI. So everyone eats food. They must think, well, yeah, something's good here.
Sorry, Kev, what were you saying?
I said fantastic. I reckon excellent idea.
Okay, yep.
I might be able to introduce them more than just my family, eh?
Yeah, mate, how about that, eh?
Family's always a good start, though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm starting to get a few now.
Good.
Good, mate. Good.
Yeah.
So, has anybody got anything? What I want you to do is, we probably won't have a chance to do it right now, but can we? You either send me a private message or an email or something. If there's anything that you want to add to it or anything you want to take out of it, I'm open to the whole lot, because this isn't about just me thinking, oh, well, I'll put my theories in there. You're the team. You're the guys that have got to use it. And so I want you to be comfortable with what it is that we've got, because otherwise I could be putting all this stuff out there and you'd be chucking it in the bin. It's got to be a tool that you're happy to use, otherwise you won't use it.
Was that slide in it? I'm not 100% sure now, because I really like that one where, the $50 where we change with the transfer spending.
No, there's not, Maria. I haven't got that in there at all. But that could possibly be worth something. But see, the other thing I've got to be aware of is that we've only got a limited time. We don't want it to go past 2 minutes and 30 seconds because we've got some of the samples I've seen of this thing. Some of the large companies are running 1 minute videos. 1 minute. And what they're doing is they're having those sketch videos done. Right now, some people like those, some people don't. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I think once you get a bite on the card, you could introduce them to the bigger video.
Yeah, well, that's right.
That's the idea. Yeah, good.
Yeah, so once we get a bite on the card, then what we say to them is, look, okay, I can either catch up and do a Zoom call with you, or I can pop over to your house and have a coffee or a cold beer and we can go through it.
That's it, throw a real hook in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically yes or no, really.
Well, the little bit on the back of that, I think, is pretty powerful. The question
Yes.
at the end of it, look, you can either set a time to go through the whole presentation, or you can just hope life gets better for you somehow, you know? Like, oh, God. Okay, so that's really put there as a, they really don't have a choice. They've got to look.
Yeah.
Very good.
So the whole concept.
Great concept.
Thanks, guys. The whole concept, I'll just mute everybody again now. Where did we all go? Up here? Mute all. The whole concept of this is driven from the different people looking at the plans that Trev's put up, and some people like them, some people don't. And quite frankly, if you're not sure of it or you don't like it, I guarantee you will not use it. And because then if you don't know what to say or do, then you'll do nothing. And I can tell you, you will not make any money out of doing nothing in networking. I guarantee you that, right? But to take the pressure off the contact, I mean, I remember years ago when we had the ad packs, the Jim Parade tape, the Peter Daniels tapes, those sort of things. I mean, the growth in the business just did that. I just exploded because people felt comfortable handing out a tape rather than having to answer any questions. And if they, oh, well, hang on, this will answer all your questions, and they give people a tape. Well, what is it? Well, hang on, let me show you. Flick it open, and it just plays. And it'll have a bit of a logo and that on it, whatever. We'll jazz it up a bit. But we want a toolkit that not only are we happy to use, but we want a toolkit that as we introduce other people, younger people, older people, they're happy to use those tools too. And like with the plan that's geared towards the start group, the younger ones, we're going to take some of the pictures out of that video, out of that presentation, and put it in to the little contacting. So once they've seen that, then they see the video presentation, it all lines up, it all fits, right? There's no disconnect. And the whole idea of this is with these little video cards, I am not telling anybody else but our group about them, right? This is secret squirrel business. This is skunk warehouse. Don't say a word to anybody, right? I know it's going to work. I'll guarantee you it'll work, right? But I want you guys to get such a head start that the rest of the FSI group look around and go, what the heck are they doing? Right? And we might even end up one day with a little shirt on it with a little Skunk Works logo on it, you know, secret squirrel stuff. Because, you know, I've had a few good ideas in the past and shared it with everybody else, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm happy to do that. But this time, this is ours. This is yours. All right? And it'll take, I've got just a handful of those little video cards coming, and I'm going to play around with them and all that sort of stuff. So it'll take a few weeks yet before we've got them ready to go. And then once we've got them, then off you go. You can use them. But look, guys, once you've got a tool that can magnify the value of your efforts, you wait and see what happens. Brand new person getting in, they go, well, can you lend me that? I got a mate I want to show. Yeah, sure I can, right? This will be a game changer. Now, it's interesting. There's only a dozen of us on tonight, right? That's fine. But this dozen could become the wealthy dozen. This dozen could become the changes of all of FSI. Write down a list of everybody you know. Contact those people. Show them the plan. And the trouble has been getting from the contact point to the plan point. Well, now I think this little video card's going to change that. We can get straight from the contact straight to the plan, because at the end of it, right? Let me just share the screen again, because this is powerful, right? Let me bring it up. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's there. Okay. The ball's now in your court. Either set a time with the person sharing this introduction clip with you to see the full program, so as you can make a fully informed decision, or say no thanks and just hope things will somehow improve for you. Now, on my original one, underneath that, I did have good luck with that, but I thought that was a bit too savage, so I took that out of there, right? That was being a little bit too, in their face. Either way, thanks for your time. Now, I'll guarantee you, when they look at that, they go, well, yeah, like, what have I got to lose? Yeah, I better have a look at this, right? Because when we go back a little bit here, we're a global system with proven financial results with 6 billion in sales, right? Thousands of everyday people are earning between 600 a week right through to more than 50,000 a week. And you could join them if you want. Now, I don't know too many people out there that couldn't do with either somewhere between 650K a week extra. I don't know where those people are. Then certainly don't live in Gawler, right? Now, that amount of extra income would be great, wouldn't it? See that there, wouldn't it? Whether they physically or nod their head or say yes or whatever, in the back of them, in their mind, they're going, yep, they've just agreed. This could change everything for you. Now, I don't know what's going on in their life, but I'll guarantee you this. This word here covers it. This could change everything. All right. Now, we're partnered with the world leaders in clean nutritional food. We're not partnered with cheap Freddy out of Hong Kong, right? We work on the basis that everyone eats food, and they're going to go, well, yeah, that's true. And they don't know what an FSI geometric progression system is, but they're going to find out. Right? And so what I'm looking at here, guys, is this. This has been designed in such a way to get the response that we want, and what we want is the opportunity to share the plan with them. If they will sit down and look at the plan, London to a brick, I'll tell you what, you will sponsor probably 6 to 8 out of every 10 people that you show. And they are amazing figures, sponsoring 6 to 8 out of 10. You'll get real rich real quick doing stuff like that. All right. So what we've now going to do is, let me just go back over here for a second. Put that down there. Put that there. Whoops, wrong one. That's the one I'm looking for. Get that out of there. And now I'm going to share the screen. And we're going to go to this. Okay. Let's have a look at it. The number of presentations a month that you actively show. So actually, I'll put that down to 4, just to exaggerate this a bit. Okay, have a look at this. Let's say you're showing the plan to one person a week, and 1 in 4 are saying yes. So you're getting 3 no's for 1 yes. So 25% of the people you're showing the plan to are going to say yes. And the only reason the numbers are that low in the beginning is you haven't had enough practice. It's like anything else. I don't care whether you're a builder driving in nails, you need practice. Well, they don't anymore. They've got nail guns. But, you know, you need practice. I don't care what it is. You need to practice it to get good at it. So when you're out there showing the plan or contacting people and you get a few no's or whatever, don't run away from it. You're just getting practice. That's how it works. That's how everything works. It's like walking. You fell on your bum a lot of the time when you were a baby, getting some practice, learning how to walk. So what'd you do? Give up and say, oh, bugger this, it's too hard. I'll sit down all my life. I'll crawl. She's all right. No. You kept practicing. When you went to school, they tried to teach you how to write with a pen and a pencil. You got it all wrong, but you got it right eventually. Practice. But let's look at these numbers. If that's what you were doing and only 10%, and you've got to get your head around this figure. At the moment, in isogenics, it's not even 10% of the people are doing anything, because the isogenics business model encourages people just to become customers, not business builders. Not business builders. Right? So, at the end of 12 months, you'd only have 20 people in your group. Well, that's a long road to hoe if you want to get rich, I can tell you. That ain't going to work too well. There's only 2 things that you really have any real say in. 1, the number of plans that you show. That's controlled by the number of contacts that you make. So we're going to bring that up to 6. Now have a look at your numbers here. At the end of 12 months, doing 1 plan a week, you got 20. We're just going to up the ante to 6. So that's 1.5 plans per week. And you went from 20 to 38. It nearly doubled. It nearly doubled. Now we're going to go back to 4. See here, at 24 months, you've got 81 people. We're going to go to 6. 240 people. Now, if we take that up to 8, there's a couple of things that'll happen, and we know this, right? See the numbers again? Doubled. More than doubled. 24 months, more than doubled. But I'll tell you what's going to happen here. Because you're showing 2 plans per week, you're getting good at it. It flows. You're understanding it better. You're more confident because you've had more practice. And so this is going to go to 50%, not 25%. Right? Look at your numbers. And at this point here, 2 years from now, if that was how it was, right? Let's get the calculator somewhere. Where's my calculator gone? Here it is. Let's get the calculator out. I'll tell you how much you're going to be earning. You got 22,500, is it? 900. Well, we'll call that 23,000 just for the heck of it. And we're going to give them all 100 BV, so we multiply that by 100. So that gives us 2.3 million BV. We're going to divide that by 900 just to get per cycle. And that's going to give you 2,500 cycles. Divide that by 4 to get the weekly ones. So that gives you 638 cycles a week. Multiply that by $60 a cycle. Oh, I'm sorry, you just made $38,000 a week. Do you want to get good at this? Are you prepared? Look, some of you's done an apprenticeship. Has anybody done an apprenticeship out there? Give us a wave. Yep. Anybody been working for more than 5 or 10 years and had to learn a couple of different jobs? Yep, absolutely, right? Now, when you first started those jobs, you probably weren't real flash at it. The boss was wasting money paying you for it. That was terrible, but you got good at it, all righty? Listen, learn how to do this. Get good at it. This is why we want to get these tools sorted so as that it makes it easier for you to get good at it real fast. Real fast. So what we're also going to be introducing next year is a thing called Go Getter, and that's at 10 plans a month. You watch what happens to your numbers. You get real rich. If there was an unlimited income available with a royalty base behind it, would you want to know how to do this? And would you want the tools to enable you to do it? It's all very well and good to say to the builder, go build a house, but if he hasn't got the tools, how does he build a house? It's all very well and good to say go build a big network, but if you're running short on tools, how do you build a big network? How do you get the teaching to work down and down and down in depth? This is why we're setting all this stuff up, so as that the teaching doesn't get diluted as it goes down. The teaching remains the same. Everything remains the same. We have a system. All right. So I'm going to jump out of stop share there. I'm going to get out of there. I'm going to ask if anybody's got any questions. Unmute everybody. Everybody unmuted. Mark, you're still buzzing away. Don't know what's going on there, mate. All right. Anybody got any questions?
Wow, that's brilliant, mate. I didn't think it'd get any easier. Can't get any easier, mate.
Yeah, mate. Easier and easier and easier. All we got to do is understand that if you haven't got a dream, you won't be bothered to go and get it. And a lot of people have given up on their dream. They were told they were stupid. Don't be so stupid. Stop dreaming like that. It's rubbish. No. Dream real big. Dream real big. If you've got some get up and jump in you, we can back you up. We'll have the tools. Right now, we've got a seminar coming up in Adelaide on the 20th of October, right? And it is Trevor and Linda will not be over. Right? Trevor and Linda will not be over. No big deal. We will have a great day. We got Leith and Angie Adams plugging in with us. I'll just mute everybody again. We got Leith and Angie Adams plugging in with us again. And so we'll have a slightly different format. We will not be showing the plan per se in the morning. We will be going through and doing some teaching on the various aspects of the bonus structure that most people don't understand. And look, it's not because I'm any whiz bang, it's just that I know how long it took me to grasp the bonus structure. And we missed out on a lot of bonuses because I just didn't have a damn clue. And I don't want you or your people missing out on bonuses for the lack of knowledge. So that'll be in the morning. And then we're going to have some of the various guys in the group get up and do a bit of a chat and what they've been doing and how they've been getting it done and all that sort of gear. So they're just going to, you know, it's not listening to Trevor, an isogenics millionaire. You're sitting there thinking, well, it's all right for him. He's made $1 million. What about me? I'm down here with bum hanging out of my pants and I don't know what to say or do. These are going to be the guys that are on the ground doing it right here, right now, going through what they're doing and getting the results. Okay. And at this stage, Lisa, I'm gearing towards the second weekend in November for the Gold Coast. All righty. So that's where we're at for that one. And let me encourage you to do this. You need to promote the 20th of October to your people. Now, how do you promote? Some people think it's just a matter of putting it up on Facebook. That's not promoting. What you do is you pick up the phone or you talk to your people and say, listen, we've got this function coming up. Look, I know you're only new, but heck, you need to be there. This is going to be really, really great. We can introduce you to the rest of the team and really promote how good this is going to be. Because I think today a lot of people have forgotten how to promote things properly to give people a big enough want to come along. Like at this stage, we got people coming down from they haven't signed up yet, but they basically said they're coming down from Coober Pedy for the function. Now I figure this, if they're prepared to come down from Coober Pedy, I reckon, you know, the rest of us around South Australia can probably get there, and we can probably get our people there. Because quite frankly, how else, what are you going to do on that day that's going to get you closer to the goal or the dream that you've got in here for your life? Oh yeah, but the boys have got a, you know, we've got a footy match on, or we're going to the cricket, or we're going here, or we're doing this, or we're doing that, or whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay, question. Will that get you closer to your dream? And 5 years from now, will you remember the score? Chances are you won't remember the score, right? But that one function, somebody just might say something that literally just flicks a switch for you and you go, oh my God, I got it. I got it. And 5 years from now, you could be making God only knows how much money, living a lifestyle that right now is just a dream. So many people have built huge, huge networks out of going to regional small functions. They go to the big ones too, but you get a real sense of what's going on when you're listening to the people who are actually at, you know, just not that far in front of where you are, but they're out there doing it. All right, so the 20th is going to be a great day, and we are going to have a blast. It's at the Arkabar Hotel. It'll kick off at this stage. We're still planning on kicking off at 10 o'clock. It might change to 10:30, but somewhere around 10 o'clock we're going to kick off, and we'll finish up around about 4-ish. So 10-ish to 4-ish. And we'll have lunch in the middle of that, okay? So that'll be good. All righty. Now, again, I'll unmute everybody. Has anybody got any questions? Mike?
No, just promoting the function, man. Who's that?
That's Mark again. Mark, sorry, mate.
Aliens.
What's Mark doing?
Oh, we don't know. Mark doesn't know what he's doing. He's just got this buzzing sound going on there.
Aliens.
Aliens in there, yeah. All righty.
I was going to say,
Oh, Mike?
with the functions, I think it's back in one of Trev's early tapes, right? You got to be there because all the leaders are going to be there. You're going to learn so much. It's a lot of fun. And what's the other one? If you just learn, hidden secrets, right?
Yeah. And that's where relationships are built.
Yeah, you get to learn all the people that are on this Zoom call and the wider group. You start to learn who the team is, and you get the reaction and the interaction between the guys that are doing it. And if you're new and you click into this group, you learn so much.
Yeah.
Well put.
Cool. No, that's good. Very good. All righty. Well, guys, if I think that's about it for us.